Hello and welcome back to another rookie player profile of this new series. Today I'm going to be discussing Campbell Chessa. I did Lecker yesterday and that had me thinking about Chessa. They're priced around the same and they have the same position, so I'm going to be breaking them both down and we'll talk about Chessa. And I did a fair bit of research last night and I've actually put Chessa in my side instead of Aaliyah. And here is the reason why. So we'll start off with his position. As a defender midfielder, already that is a better sign than an intercept defender. So a Supercoach friendly role, he can peel off half back, get a lot of cheap ball, and his disposal efficiency is pretty good. So yeah, the position is exactly what we want. Priced at 148k. That is overs, especially when we're paying up for Josh Sin as well. And we've still got Wilmot to deal with too, and depends if you want to pick all four of them in a Lear. So you have to factor that in. But 148k for Chessa, I think is pretty good because he's quite a damaging player and someone that might be scoring pretty well for us in Supercoach. So durability is moderate. Had a knee injury at the start of 2021. It's not soft tissue, so it's in orange, so it's all good. He's 100% over it now, having a full pre-season with West Coast, as far as I know, and hopefully he makes his debut round one. If he is, I'll probably consider picking him, but I say it in every single rookie player profile, really. We just have to monitor them over the Amy series. We don't know exactly how they're going to go until we watch them, but the signs are very, very good. Job security is likewise to the durability, quite moderate. So where does Chessa fit into the side? When you've got blokes like Shepherd, Witherden, McGovern, Hearn, Rotham, even Cole. I mean, they've got a pretty packed defence. It's one of their best attributes in that side. I think they always lead the comp in uncontested marks because they chip it around a little bit like Geelong do. So that's the only thing that really pushes me away from selecting him is that job security. But I think Hearn's getting on in age and all the rest of the defenders sort of intercepts. McGovern's intercepts, Cole, Rotham. I mean, intercept lockdown defenders. So I think Rotham is his real challenge, and maybe Witherden in terms of the kick-outs. Who takes all them, we don't know. But other than that, I think he's good enough to make his debut relatively early. And if so, he's someone that we can definitely jump on with confidence. So average disposal is, it's pretty good. 18.3 is fantastic for a defender. Uncontested, pretty good disposal efficiency. It's safe. It's a good selection, I think. I know that was only in the NAB series, so we don't really have an understanding of how much of it he's going to get in the AFL, but the signs are good, and that's what we want. Plays a lot like Paul Seedsman. That outside run for a half-back or a winger, maybe he could play wing as well. We'll see what happens, but that was who he was compared to in the national draft, which I thought was quite interesting. But yeah, both pretty good accumulating outside players, and yeah, the size is good as well. I've added all the specific size of the player. Usually I just have poor, moderate, good, but now I've got, Chessa is 186 centimetres and 83 kilos to be more specific. So that is a good size, especially for his role. With that size, he could even play outside midfield for West Coast if they wanted him, but they're obviously too stacked there. So I think he's an AFL appropriate size to play very early. Doesn't need to go to the gym a whole lot, but he will anyway. So I only expect that size to be better for round one. So we'll head on to his strengths and weaknesses. So first of all, his strengths are his speed. Very nice running dash off half-back. A little bit like Hind, I reckon, just from watching a bit of footage of him. Yeah, very quick. Not as quick as Josh Sin, but still got some pace. The kicking's good, and that's a really big one, the kicking. He's a penetrating long kick, and he hits them too. So that was his main talent in the draft. That's why West Coast did draft him. He fits in there quite well in the back six. They want him to distribute very well, maybe take kick-outs like Witherden. Maybe he rotates. We'll see how we go. But kicking is an attribute and a main one that we should really be focusing on. Outside run is also a strength. and or being an attacking halfback. That's only what can be expected. So we'll head over to his weaknesses now. Well, other than the fact that he doesn't fit into a Guernsey, well, his other weaknesses are contested possessions, but you can't really fault him on contested possessions. It's not an appropriate position for contested possessions playing off halfback. It's like playing as a full forward, but not getting enough hit outs. It's sort of irrelevant. So I don't think we can take much away from him there. But what we can take away from him is his tackle count. It's very low. It's not up to AFL standards. Something that he has to work pretty hard on through the preseason, and that might be a reason he doesn't play round one. Maybe his defensive work rate isn't that well. I've noticed a trend here, so that's something that he might have to better himself on. And what I reckon is the main weakness for this selection is, well, the small sample size. We don't have a good sample size at all. He's only played 6 games in 2 years due to, well, his knee injury and COVID. Only averaged about 8 disposals the year prior in 2020 or 2019, whenever he played. But the main one's in 2021 when he was averaging 18.3 disposals. So it was only over a few games. He played for Sandringham. So, yeah, their league, I think everyone only played 6 games. So it's sort of quite difficult to pick out who are the best players because we've only seen a small glimpse of them. But yeah, he's in an AFL club now. He's going to be trained flat out. So I don't think we should worry too much there, but I've stated that anyway. But yeah, no, let me know what you guys reckon of the Campbell Chessa selection. I really like it. I sort of thought maybe he's a bit irrelevant. I haven't heard enough of him. But now I've done all this research, I've actually put him in my side instead of Leia. Don't get me wrong, they're both very good selections, but I think for the same price, really, but a better role. I think a attacking defender is much more Supercoach friendly than an intercept defender. We have to rely on marks, otherwise it's a bust, where Chessa, well, he's always going to get, by the stats, hopefully at least 15 disposals at AFL level. Tough ask, but yeah, a bit like Ridley, doesn't need a whole lot of it to have impact because the efficiency is right up there. So yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. As always, let me know what you guys reckon of this selection, and feel free to jot down other requests of rookies that you'd like me to showcase. But for now, take it easy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.